Greetings and welcome to this edition of the Washington Demon Coaches Show, or the Patterson Van Weelden Power Hour, as we're liking to call it, or the Washington Press Box. I'm your friendly neighborhood host, Todd Patterson, and I'm thrilled as always. Like, you'd think this segment would get old, but it heretofore has not.
I wasn't here last week.
No, and I felt like a part of me was missing.
I appreciate
I'm
that.
joined in the studio today by the one and only Mr. Brent Van Weelden. He's going to give us updates on some of the activities going in and on and around the high school and middle school. And then I'm excited to talk to a couple of wrestling studs here today who are just back from the state tournament. We got Caden Griner, who I think's brother was just here not that long ago.
Yep.
Do you remember that? Because he don't remember me. I coached him.
No, he didn't remember you coaching
two or 3 years in other sports, but I don't know. And then also Aaron Boone, who had a very, very busy weekend, and we'll look forward to talking to those guys. So without further ado, Mr. Van Weelden, what do we have going on in the school district?
Well, the big thing, I guess, this week is FFA week. They get today we had Ag Olympics. I don't even know who won Ag Olympics.
So
who won Ag Olympics? The seniors won Ag Olympics today.
So it's class versus class kind of thing.
Yeah.
What are the events?
The main one today was tire flipping.
Oh.
I think we either broke a nose and broke an ankle. So in the tire rolling.
So you're rolling it like,
yeah, big tractor tire.
are you like flipping it over, or you're rolling it?
Yeah, you're
like,
flipping it. You're flipping it.
Yeah.
Although when I went up there to see what was going on when they were setting up, there were kids in the tires and they were rolling them. But so,
yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, we had the tire flip, and we had you had to dress. Well, you had your clothes on, but you had to get in bib overalls and put on boots and then carry 2 5-gallons of buckets of corn.
Oh.
Yeah, that didn't go well. Someone tripped and the corn.
Did you guys also have the waiver sign event?
I don't know.
A good one to look into for next year.
No, but it's fun. On Tuesday morning, the FFA supplied the entire staff with breakfast.
Oh, that's great.
And then tomorrow's kind of the grand finale. They get to drive their tractors to school, so that's always fun.
So does it reduce your parking, or does it fit in?
It does a little, depending on what they bring, but they always line up on the west side of the school, and I think they go have breakfast and stuff at the fairgrounds before.
Do you know how many kids we have in FFA?
So it's probably close to, I'd say it's probably close to 70 or 80 kids.
That's great.
And then they just, last week, they went to a district competition where we had one team. It's called the Conducts of Meetings team, advanced to the district meet. And that was Izzy Peterson, Jade Sheets, Jocelyn Carter, Peggy Miller, Presley Hora, Blake Sheets, and Emma Taylor. So they've done a great job. Mr. Clow's done a great job with the
Nice.
FFA program, kind of continuing what the great Mr. Van Winkle had going here many years ago. So it's good stuff with our FFA.
Well, congratulations to those kids. And what was the coach's name?
Mr. Clow, Barry Clow.
Mr. Clow. I don't know Mr. Clow that I'm aware of, but congratulations to all those students and Coach Clow. So,
other things, the archery is still doing great. They host a home tournament this weekend. It's their final tune-up tournament before the state meet, so they're still doing extremely well. I believe they won down at Cardinal High School and maybe Mount Vernon High School the last couple weeks. So they're doing well.
So do they qualify for state as a team or as an individual? Do you know? Or
they go as a team. So within that team, then they shoot as an individual as well. So their teams, their individual shooting,
a little bit like
towards,
wrestling, kind of.
Yeah. However they do individually counts towards the team score.
Gotcha.
So
can you qualify for the state meet or whatever that's called if your team doesn't?
No,
okay.
I don't believe you can. I think you're on the team.
Okay.
So and then they're only allowed so many archers to shoot during that time. So, but yeah, they've done really well, and I assume they will again this year.
Okay.
Maybe qualifying kids to the national tournament, which was in Kentucky maybe last year or something like that. So
yeah, that's fantastic. We got a great archery program. Yeah. The kids should be very proud. Good luck.
Brennan Westfall swims for Iowa City West. Just a little different. We share with them, and he actually qualified for the state swim meet in the 100-meter breaststroke. It's already taken place. It was, I think, February 10 and 11, but he didn't medal. But I asked him, he got his personal best. So
nice.
Obviously, you want to go to the state tournament and do the best you've done all year. So he's done that. So great for him and the other Washington swimmers that go up there.
Congratulations, Brennan. Representing Timber Ridge.
Yeah,
it lives right across the street from me.
Yeah. I think a lot of those kids that go up to Iowa City West obviously go through our Water Sharks program in the YMCA. Yeah. So it'll be nice when we get a pool and stuff out there again. So what else? Obviously, we had our 4 wrestlers that we talked about for wrestling. We'll talk about them later. Coach Roth, a big thing going on right now. Coach Roth is one of the 8 finalists for the 2023 National High School Athletic Coaches Association Coach of the Year. So he was up for that a couple years ago, and they go out to Nebraska, University of Nebraska, I think, and have a big banquet out there in July. So congratulations to Coach Roth.
Yeah, congratulations, Coach Roth. Best of luck. There's probably nobody more deserving. Fact. I'm working on it. I still don't have it quite perfected.
Yeah. And then really the last thing, the winter sports, middle school has their final games tonight. So other than archery, all the other winter sports are done, and track is just right around the corner. So
track starts Monday, and as I understand it, there's a meet the following Tuesday. So we're about 2 weeks away from the first track.
If that's the Central Indoor, we're not going to that. I don't think we're going to the
Central. I thought it was in UNI.
Well, we are going to the Dickinson Relays, yes. So
is that Tuesday?
It could be.
Oh, all right. Well,
I haven't looked at.
Well, you haven't got into spring sports yet. We're still closing out winter. That's
trying
okay.
to.
You'll have another shot at it.
And then I should mention March 3rd is the middle school play in the auditorium. This year it's called A Voice in the Dark, A Salem Story. It's about the witch trials,
Salem witch trial,
as seen through the eyes of a 15-year-old. Well, there you go.
And who's directing that?
J.C. Stapp. She does a great job.
Stapp. All right.
Yep.
They are. So it's already they're well on their way, I'm sure. So they're going to be all right. I'll have to get over and see that. Obviously, the boys and girls basketball team season ended. We had Coach Rugg on here, and I think we're having Coach Stark on next week to kind of give a recap for that season. But both bowed out in the first round of the playoffs, and it's always tough to see those seniors, and their careers basically. But the girls had really good improvement in their season, and the boys fought through some difficult stuff this year. So kudos to them and congratulations. Now it's track season. So
yeah, it's never easy to. Well, you think about it. I always used to say, in wrestling, win your last match.
Yes, right.
Well, there's not very many people that win their last match or their last game.
Yeah.
And if you do, you're probably the state champ.
Yeah.
So it's always tough, when you're done. No matter when it is, that last match, whatever. But they had great seasons, and they have a lot to be proud of and a lot to look forward to.
So why don't we take a quick break here, and we'll be back with Caden Greiner and Aaron Boone to talk to them a little bit about their wrestling seasons and the state meet a little bit and what they're looking to do going forward. So please come back and join us.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
Tammy takes the time and has the personal interest in each one of us. I don't worry about what's going to happen because I know my policy is taken care of.
She pulls what I need and puts it together, which is the program I get from her.
Every year she calls around September or so and says, there's changes again, and I'm going to do the best thing for you. It's been perfect. She does a great job.
All right, well, welcome back to the Washington Demon Coaches Show, or the Patterson Van Weelden Power Hour. I'm joined now by a couple of wrestling studs that wrestle varsity for the Washington Demons. I've got Caden Greiner here to my right, and I've got Aaron Boone here to my left, and so I want to chat with these guys a little bit. Caden, why don't we start with you? Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? What year are you? What weight you wrestle?
Yeah. So I wrestled 132. At the beginning of the season I wrestled 126. Then at districts I bumped up 132. And I've been wrestling for 11 years since I was 3. And so
Yeah. So you're a freshman now.
Yep.
So why did you decide to bump up weight? Are you eating too much, or?
Yeah, I got a little bigger, but it was tough competition at 126, so I think I had a better shot at making it to state at 132.
Uh-huh. So talk to me a little bit about districts. So at least back when I wrestled like 100 years ago, for top 2 guys for sure made it to state, and sometimes the third place guy made it to state. How does it work now?
Well, it's top 2, but they wrestle true second. So if the third place guy hasn't wrestled the second place guy, they wrestle, and whoever wins that goes to state.
And are there any at-large bids at all?
No.
Not like the NCAA's?
Nope.
Okay. So how'd you do at districts?
I did good. The match to go to the finals, I think I was losing 4-0, and I was down in his last period, and I kind of I don't know, I don't know what I did, but I just caught him on his back and I pinned him.
So you were down, you got a reversal and caught him somehow?
I caught, it was like a Peterson, kind of.
Peterson, that's a good one.
You heard of the Peterson?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard of it. I don't know how to do it. I know, like, the switch.
Maybe we should have a clinic right here.
Well,
turn the cameras.
I don't think you guys will be able to handle it. So I'd be in the heavyweight division now, and I don't feel like a true heavyweight. But, yeah, like, they have different names now for all the moves.
Yep.
Like, Peterson. We had the Granby.
Yeah, we still have
Is that still a thing?
Well,
we had the Whizzer.
The Peterson is part of the Granby series.
Okay.
So,
well, you guys have, like, is it the butcher or the plumber or the baker or something like that?
Butcher.
we have a butcher.
You have a butcher. See, we don't have a butcher. We probably did. We just called it something different.
Yeah.
And then after I left Bettendorf, obviously they have the Patterson.
Yeah.
They didn't have Patterson after I left. That's ridiculous. That's called if you get pinned in the first period. That's called a Patterson.
Yeah.
So talk to me about the experience of going to state. I mean,
Yeah, it was cool. Being a freshman, I'll going to state, wrestling at state.
nerves.
Yeah, a little bit.
So and there's no easy matches at state, are
No.
there? They're like all
They're,
hammers.
they're all good.
Yeah. So where'd you get seated?
I got seated 17th, I think.
Uh-huh.
17th.
So you probably opened up with a hammer, huh?
Well, my first guy was seated 16th, so it was a good match.
I got you.
Yeah. And then my second guy, he was seated 15th, and that was a good match too.
So you won, lost, or lost one, or how?
I lost.
Lost. Okay.
Yeah.
So who won? Who won your bracket?
It was Cale Peterson. I mean, no, it was Derek.
No, you were.
Cale Peterson.
the inventor of the Peterson. So senior, or what's his year?
Yeah, he was a senior this
Like
year.
I'm thinking about what you got coming back next year. You got 3 more years to
Yeah.
do this. I'll come back to you on that. But Aaron, why don't we talk to you a little bit? Let's. So what year are you? What's your weight class? How'd your season go? Talk a little bit about that.
I'm a sophomore. I wrestle at 120. Season went good. Made a stay, so it went good.
So you were. What was your record? You were undefeated for a long part of the season.
I lost like second weekend or something.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. My record,
But you must have had a ton of matches before that. I don't know. Did you have a long stretch of being undefeated, or did I misread that?
That was last year.
Last year? Okay.
I went up to conference undefeated.
Got ya. Okay, wrong season. You get old, things happen. Look at Van Weelden. It's almost nothing there. All right.
Appreciate it.
So talk to me a little bit about your district meet.
It was good. I had one kid that I lost here this year, but then I was able to avenge the loss and win him, beat him.
Which you did at the state meet too, right?
I didn't wrestle at the state meet.
No, but you lost to a guy at the state meet that you got a chance to
yeah.
wrestle again later and win.
Yeah.
So did you win districts?
Yeah.
Okay. So and then how were you seated going into?
I was seated 10th.
10th. So talk to me about. So did you go to state last year?
No.
Okay. So talk to me about your first experience at state this year.
It was really good. Really nervous for sure.
Yeah.
Really nervous.
It's a pretty cool atmosphere, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like actually, it's much better to go and watch than it is to wrestle there. I would think.
So I went blasted and watching. It was way better than this year. That's
Yeah.
For sure.
So you had one of those things where you won your first match, you lost your second match, and then you had like a chance to wrestle basically the whole rest of the weekend if you kept winning, right?
Yeah.
So you wrestled. Talk to me about how that went. Like how many times did you wrestle? How'd you do?
I wrestled 8 and I went 5 and 3.
So you wrestled 8 times in 3 days. 4 days. 4 days.
So 2 a day.
So, like, were you exhausted at Sunday? You had to just be.
Yeah, I was on Sunday on the way home. I was really tired. Just laid down the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. So, so you won, lost, and then you must have won quite a few in a row.
Yeah, I won 4 in a row.
4 in a row, and then lost 2.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you got 6th place.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. Congratulations. That's All-American status if you're in college, right?
Yeah.
And you outplaced your seed. That's awesome. So, all right. Well, let me take. We ready for a break there, Mr. Steffens? Let's take a quick break. I want to come back and talk to these guys about next year and how you're going to prepare for next year and kind of some of the other things you might be involved in. So.
Hospice isn't a place, it's a type of care that focuses on living. Servicing a 7-county area, the Hospice of Washington County staff of nurses, social work, hospice aides, spiritual and grief support, volunteers, music and massage therapists are able to provide free end-of-life care where the patient lives. We write wills, give consent for organ donation, but rarely is there a plan for what we would want the final phase of our lives. At Hospice of Washington County, we encourage our patients to be in charge of their healthcare decisions while maintaining quality of life.
Family owned and operated by Andy and Sarah Ross, Ross Auto has been your vehicle repair and maintenance headquarters since 1935. We specialize in all makes of cars and light-duty trucks. With our variety of available services, let us help you keep rolling and your vehicle operating efficiently. Services include general auto repair, alignments, brakes, fuel injection, and more. Schedule your appointment today at 319-653-5656. That's 319-653-5656.
All right, well, welcome back to the Washington Demon Coaches Show. I'm your host, Todd Patterson. We're joined again by some of the Washington Demon wrestlers, kind of recounting their seasons and their state experience. We got 2 guys who qualified for state. Caden's a freshman and Aaron's a sophomore, so we're looking for big things from you guys over the next few years. I'm sure you're excited. So that's kind of the basis of my question. So, well, first of all, is wrestling your primary sport from your perspective?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I would say that.
And for you too, Boone? Or?
I would say baseball and wrestling both. I put equal time into both of them.
Yeah. So given that, so how do you guys prepare now for next year? I mean, what are your priorities? Is it getting stronger? Is it getting a lot of matches?
Probably getting in the weight room and lifting. Yeah.
Are you doing any spring, summer tournaments and things like that?
Me and my dad were talking about that, and we might do like 2, just to keep wrestling.
Yeah, you should. That's Mike. Take him. Yeah. I know your dad. I coached with him too. You probably doesn't remember, but that's just the thing you got with your family. So, Aaron, obviously, you'll be starting baseball. You probably, I don't know if you've been able to get to any of the, off-season stuff or out-of-season stuff, but, baseball starts pretty early.
Yeah.
So, given that, what are your plans for, kind of getting ready for next wrestling season? And
my plan right now is just taking a little bit of time off and then getting back into it, like maybe once a week, twice a week, just keep drilling and stuff, working on stuff I think I need to improve on.
Yeah. So, do you guys expect that you get into college and things like that, and you stay at the same weight? You guys expect that you'll be about the same weight, or do you have any idea? You're looking to move up weights. That's one question.
I think I might go up like 26. It just kind of just depends on what I weigh after rest. I mean, baseball.
Yeah. Baseball, I always found was a good sport to put weight on. I'm a big baseball fan because of that. So, Caden, what other sports do you do?
I do football, track, and baseball with wrestling.
So you'll be in your first high school track season this year.
Yep.
Are you fast?
Yeah, I'm pretty fast.
We'll see. I'll be watching. And you playing baseball also?
Yep.
That's great. All right. And you mentioned baseball already and wrestling. Anything else?
No, not really. I just focus on those 2 sports.
Those are 2 pretty good sports, if you ask me. Any future plan? You guys have any idea what you want to do with the rest of your life yet?
No.
We usually don't have sophomores and freshmen on. Usually seniors, so they are always like, yeah, I'm going to go, do this at this school, and then I'm going to make $1 million. Should probably amend that. $10 million. $1 million isn't even that much anymore.
Yeah, I don't really know yet what I'm going to do after high school.
Yeah, a little early.
Yeah.
You just started. Any idea? You guys want to do sports at the next level?
I either want to do baseball or wrestling.
Next level?
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't know for sure yet, but just one of them, too.
That's very good. I mean, having a goal is a big part of it, and working to achieve that is very important. So, you guys have any questions about hospital work?
Not really.
No.
No, really.
Not very interesting, is it? Mr. Van Weelden, anything we want to add?
No, just want to mention Chase and Curtis. They also qualified for state.
And I think Curtis was hurt or something.
Yeah, he got slammed at districts, and hurt his shoulder and had a medical default the last match at districts, and then he really didn't do anything but ride the bike and jog a little bit between districts and state. And he tried to wrestle his first match, and obviously he really couldn't even defend himself. But give him credit for trying, and then he medical defaulted out his last match.
Yeah. Congratulations to Curtis and Chase. Chase, who you won't remember me, but it reminds me of the great Randy Lewis. You remember he was a 3-time All-American, at least maybe a 3-time national champion, and in the conference meet before finals, he dislocated his elbow, and he tried to wrestle one-armed basically at nationals, which is, I mean, these guys are just
I think he got 6th doing that.
So he's a 4-time All-American.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You remember watching Iowa and Iowa State on Iowa Public Television?
Absolutely. That's how I got into wrestling.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah, I remember
Brooks Simpson when he pinned Eric Volker. You remember that one? And
yeah.
There's some great ones.
Yeah.
That, Royce Alger versus Kevin Jackson. That was one of the best matches ever. The Fall Guy.
Watching Kevin
Heffernan.
No, Kevin Jackson get caught for stalling numerous times.
Oh, did I say Chris Jack? I meant Kevin Jack. If I didn't say
I think
Kevin.
you said Kevin Jackson.
Yeah. He almost got him stalled out in the match.
Yeah, those are the good old days where you can just turn on Channel 11. I don't even know if Channel 11 exists anymore.
Well, they're on BTN. I watch all the Iowa wrestling meets that I can't go to on TV. But you guys Spencer Lee fans?
Yeah, it was the last match at Carver Hawkeye.
You went to it?
Yeah, I went to it.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. I was at his first match at Carver Hawkeye, which was only 46 seconds against the Michigan State kid, who's also a stud. But
Aaron, he's got a different perspective.
Yeah.
He's a Penn State guy.
I don't understand.
I don't know if he dislikes Iowa, but he likes Penn State better.
I like Spencer, but I'm not.
because he's from Pennsylvania.
He's also just a fun wrestler to watch too. He's really.
Wow.
We have some good conversations.
That's
with Aaron,
disheartening.
but Aaron usually has the goods on us because Penn State usually beats Iowa. Always beats Iowa.
It's always the day before.
It's
always the day before conference too. And I always come the next day with Penn State gear on.
It's interesting because some of the best wrestlers in the world have come out of Iowa State, Gable and Cale Sanderson. And they started programs that have now dominated the landscape.
That's correct.
Iowa State. I think Kevin Dresser's going to bring them on quite a bit, but
well, they're ranked third in the nation now, so they've come up a long way.
They jumped a lot this year.
Yeah, but Iowa's got some stud recruits this year. They got Keeter and Gabe Arnold and another kid. So we'll see. They just keep replenishing the pool.
They
you
do.
guys should go wrestle at Iowa. That's a whole different.
I don't know about Iowa.
Oh, that's a whole different can of worms.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, thank you for joining us on this episode of Washington Demon Coaches Show. I want to thank my guests and congratulate you guys, Caden and Aaron, for a great wrestling season, and look forward to watching you next year. Mr. Van Weelden, thanks for being here. With that, Todd Patterson signing off. Have a great day.